gallons to ship. And it ships to 98% of locations in Canada. And for big orders, like 60-gallon drums, we have secured VIP rates with Malatunin.
So your branding looks amazing, by the way. Those new logos and stuff, that's such an improvement over last year. It really looks professional. Okay, so on your dealerships, you started this a little while back. You've got 12 using it. Have any of them started paying you for it? Did I miss that? What's the
Recurring revenues?
What are your current?
Oh, I'll just talk now. Is it work? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so like I said, annual average dealer spending is anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000, right? It depends mostly on the size of the dealership and the volume of cars they're cleaning. Yeah, so we have.
What I was after is, so dealerships are paying you money today. So I'm wondering how much are they paying you today?
Yeah, so revenue so far year to date is $12,000. It's obviously we hit a bit of a little hiccup with this COVID thing, because when that happened, like this whole industry literally shut down for several months, and they've just opened up a few weeks ago. So now it's kind of rolling again.
The pilot project with these dealerships, what did you learn?
Well, most of them are driven mainly by the cost reduction. I've encountered only a few that really care about the environmental impact. So it kind of helps me with like my touch points, really, when I'm pitching them and talking to them about it. I know which buttons to press, if you know what I mean, like which points to really promote.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Thanks.
Jackson, I'm curious about this target market. What made you decide this market? What market validation?
Yeah, so I'll two things. The auto industry, I feel like, has been very overlooked, because all these big chemical cleaning companies and stuff, they go after commercial spaces. So it was kind of like, instead of going after the pie, going after the crumbs, but when we're talking about the amount of volume it is, it's still a substantial amount of money. And also, I wanted to go after dealerships and auto groups because they do serious volume versus customer. Because then you have to deal with customer acquisition rates and all this, and, marketing and all that. This way, I could just walk into a dealership and then have a conversation with them. And then next thing you know, they're buying 60 gallons from me every 3 months, right? Versus selling it in liters or something to consumers. Plus, in specialty retail, it's like you barely have to do any marketing for it, right? Like on a retail space, like in Canadian Tire or something, the label and the design has so much to do with like if the consumer is going to purchase it or not. And I also had another point to bring up. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty much it there.
That's good, thank you. A couple of comments.
Yeah.
So one is, again, you, like just a small handful of presenters, have identified what your product is first sentence of your pitch. And
Thank you.
That's a bit of a soapbox issue for me, so I appreciate that. Your brand is really tight and your imagery is really good.
Thank you.
I think if I were to offer you one piece of advice, is explore your market segments a bit more.
Okay.
There are many more segments within transportation, whether it be infrastructure, government, public school systems, etc. That your value proposition of not only cost recovery, but the environmental component may resonate better with those customer bases.
Exactly. The auto industry is one of the largest polluters, right? For aquatic ecosystems like chemical waste and all that. I figured B2B was an easy in, and then I could leverage that customer base to get it to consumers, right? So kits they could be selling in the, like kits that you guys have in front of you, kits that they could be selling in the dealership or giving away as gifts to consumers when they buy a car or a vehicle. That's the next step. But for right now, I need to focus on building this one vertical market, and then I could, branch out from there. Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm going to reemphasize that the idea that you have a cleaner product, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Okay, environmentally cleaner. Okay, that has industrial application when you have large fleet of buses that require cleaning every day. And particularly now you're in a COVID busing market, cleaning might be 2 or 3 times a day. Could be a market you could look to exploit, right? And that's with city transit, that's the comment that's being made. And I think there might be some other ins for you, particularly if your cost is lower.
Yeah. Because
government organizations have a huge issue with how safe the product is environmentally right now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I echo the same comments as the rest of the judges. It's, I'm in the building industry, and sometimes it's difficult with the environmental to the private sector to get them on board, but government is already there. Yeah. So yeah, definitely look at that for sure. Awesome. But yeah, I enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
Thank you for the feedback. Much appreciated. Awesome.
All right, there we go. Thanks, Chris. Jackson, well done. And you guys are the proud owners now of like the prototype kits. I have one in the back of my car. Doesn't mean that it's cleaner. It just sits in my car and bounces around.
Also, that spray bottle, if you go into your thing, like in your kits, that's a patented spray bottle. It has a dilution setting dial on it. And when you put it to the setting, it automatically dilutes and releases the proper amount of concentrate and water. So that makes it a lot more efficient than, filling up chemicals and not diluting it properly in like a normal water bottle. Pardon? We have, we're negotiating right now for the exclusive rights for the auto industry, but the company that provides us is patented.
There you go. Hot off the press. All right. Any other comments from the family? Well done, Mom. Taking him to the aquarium. Who knew? All right.
Yeah.
Good job. Everyone put your hands together for Jackson. We'll clean that one. Yeah. Well done, buddy. And we're ahead of time. I like this. Got 2 new ones for those guys? That's a dirty one. Thank you, Jackson. Well done, mate. If you cast your minds back a year from now, we were doing this with about 65 people, and there was the Raptors game on, and we're just like, let's go, let's go. So well done. We seem to persevere in all kinds of circumstances. If it's a Raptors or COVID, we're still here. PC boys, you ready?
Yep, we're ready.
All right. And up next, we have Matthew and Franco with Pacific PC Building. Yeah, both stand here if you want. I can move these balloons a little bit. And then they're not in your way. You guys have shared a bubble for a while now, right? Yeah.
All right, so thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthew McDonald.
My name is Franco Cernick.
And we're Pacific PC.
Thanks for coming.
So I have 3 years of social media experience with marketing on it. I've total following of 600,000 throughout all social media platforms, and I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. And I've generated over $10,000 just by doing that. So I have a lot of experience with being able to grow like social media and grow like a community and stuff like that for businesses.
With my online connections through esports, and Discord, by the way, is the largest communication server for gamers. is I've been able to get a competitive advantage over a lot of other gaming companies by having connections with minor esports teams and products and sponsorships. And my mom is the manager at the Vibrant Vine, and she's taken me under her wing, and I've gotten an inside experience of what it's like running a business. So, yep.
All right, so when you're first getting into like buying PCs, it could be very difficult because you have two options. You can either buy it pre-built or you can buy parts and build it yourself. For us, we had a friend that was able to show us exactly what to get and build it for us. But I know a lot of people don't know how to build it or what parts to buy. And when you're buying pre-built, they upcharge it insanely amounts just because it's built, and they use cheaper parts on it, which will make your PC less functional for the price you're paying for. So here we want to make it easier for you to customize it. We'll build it for you and we'll also ship it to you. So it'll basically be like us giving you a pre-built, but it's customized and it has like all the components that you would get if you did it yourself.
So after you get your PC, what now? It was kind of a hard experience when I first got onto PCs because I just had no idea what to do. With our company, what we want to do is we want to make a safe online space for newcomers to come play video games, educate themselves on the different kind of parts. And those are some of the other features our website's going to offer. We want to kind of have a sort of hub feeling where people can come and just experience gaming. So competitors. So with our competitors, we found that they only offer a maximum of 2 out of all the services we provide. Some of those services include online repair shops, building, customization, and shipping. Usually it's only 1 or 2 out of the 3, and then also a Discord server support. Online, we find that companies online really do not care about giving support. So that can be any online business. And we want to make it, if you're having troubles with your PC, we'll be there to help.
All right. So as I said, I have 600,000 followers throughout all social media platforms. So nowadays, social media marketing is the best way for any business to like get their brand out there and everything. You can literally target almost any age. Like TikTok is like the youngest audience. Like most of the audience is 13-year-olds. Instagram is about 18 years old. And then Facebook, it gets older and older. So you can basically target almost any audience you want through any social media platform you want. And I have knowledge and stuff on building, companies and building their following base like that. So I can easily do that for us.
What's the final? That's
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shows my age.
So our revenue streams. As a company, we're pretty happy to celebrate that we can manage 10 different revenue streams. So that's ad revenue, server sponsorship, esports sponsorship, online raffles, shipping and building fees, Discord events, our online repair shops, merchandise, and upcharging parts. So our current situation right now, we are currently in the hunt for investors to be able to buy a warehouse and for our website, because we want to have a really advanced UI, again, talking about how we want it to be a welcome community. And right now, we're growing our social media. We have a Discord server, which is around 280 members. And again, that's part of the online community.
Yeah, so right now we've already made our first sale for over $3,000 and we've profited $500 from that without even having a website yet, just using our email, and we've done this locally. So we're trying to make a second promotional video right now, basically interviewing the customer and giving like customer feedback and everything and how easy the process was to show other people that we're trusted and we're easy to use. All right. Thank you for watching.
Do you have any questions?
Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Platforms and what for?
All right. So on Instagram's my biggest one. I have about 500,000 followers through, like, I'd say 3 different accounts. TikTok, I'd have about 10,000 followers. And Snapchat, it's not really followers, it's based on views. So like story views. And I have about 50,000 views on that. So
Wow.
in total, that's about 600,000.
So the 500,000 followers on Instagram, what are they following?
They're following, it's basically a meme page, and the audience for that is teenagers like us, and which is kind of the target audience we're looking for. We're looking to get like either like younger kids or teenagers who are playing on like a console or something and want to move up to say like a computer or something, and they don't have knowledge on any of that, and we offer them like tips on everything on how to run your PC and everything. We'll build the PC for them. We'll tell them, we'll recommend what parts to buy, and then we'll just help them out throughout the whole process.
Can you go back to your revenue stream slide, please? Thank you. I just wanted to.
Adding on to what Matthew said about, we don't want it just to be about gaming. We want it to be, again, we want to educate these kids. You know, we want to show them potential jobs in the gaming industry when it comes to being an actual player, or, you know, a tech advisor, or even a coach and stuff like that, right? We want to and even teaching them about what each part does, because the PCs are quite elaborate and they do have a lot of parts. But yeah.
Yeah, like when me and Franco first got our PCs like 2 years ago, we did not know a single thing.
Yep.
And I basically ended up overpaying for my thing when I could have spent way less money. But like we don't want kids like us for that to happen to them again. We just want to make it easier for them to pick what parts they want. We'll get a build for them and ship to them.
Any more questions?
So right now it's basically just an estimate right now for like server sponsorship, esports, and the ones that have like zero and stuff. It's more for our future goals when we have like our website built and everything like that. But the ones that already have money on them is basically like simple things like upcharging parts, repair shops, Discord events, billing fees. Those are all stuff we can do now without a website, which we've already done.
Your profit on that.
So we basically ask them what price point they want. Say he wants to spend $1,500 max on one. We'll show him what parts are best that he can get right now, because also some parts like in the market and stuff go up and down, like especially with COVID right now. Like some parts are more expensive than others. So we'll tell them what parts is best to get right now. Then we'll kind of, I guess, we'll see how long it takes us to build. We'll see what parts are cheaper than others and maybe upcharge those a bit and try to determine a profit through that.
So 2 questions. First of all, you're talking about building your own platform, like e-commerce platform for this.
Right.
Have you considered, or is there an existing marketplace platform that you could start with just to get things going? And then once you're big enough, go build that infrastructure yourself?
Well, right now there's the only company that is similar to us it's called Ironforge. It basically does everything we want to do with the customizable stuff and everything. But the thing they lack is, again, the community, the hub, the teaching everybody what each part does, how to build it, to educate them, even just like a platform for like gamers like us to get together, play games together and stuff like that. They just strictly have a website that you pick the parts, they build it. They don't even recommend you parts or anything. You just basically do it on your own. And then, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, it's basically just by like buying a pre-build. So,
right. So part of your thing is content.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
And would you be willing to, or have you thought about licensing that content to like Newegg or other?
Yeah, of course. Like we want to be able to, because me and Franco ourselves aren't really the most experienced people in computers, but we have friends and stuff that know more about that, and we want to be able to get people like that and help us create content, help us build everything, and help us get started like that. And we ultimately want to hire people to do all that stuff.
Makes sense. And just one last quick one. If it's a long answer, we can talk about it afterwards. But what's an esports sponsorship?
So an esports sponsorship, it's like, so let's say G2 Esports, they're one of the biggest esports teams in the world.
Mhm.
So let's say in future goals in a couple years, we start, getting online recognition and things like that. G2 will then come to us and they say, okay, look, we'll give you this amount of money if we can put our logo on your PC parts as an option. So let's say a G2 fan comes to our website and he says, oh, wow, I can put my favorite team, I can put their logo on this PC, and that'll be an available option. So that will attract lots of, young kids who are,
I see.
yeah.
Wild.
And that'd be probably one of our biggest means of revenue and everything, because sponsorship like that can be hundreds of thousands of dollars, because they have a huge amount of money to be able to spend into that.
So part of the reason I didn't have a question is a lot of this is over my head, quite frankly. But in your presentation, you tying in that message, because what I was struggling with most is how your product and service ties with your following.
Right.
And what Mike's question, I think, is
Yeah.
a big value proposition. So that would be my suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Any more questions?
Well done, PC gamers. Yeah, fantastic work. And we'll tell the story of your first customer after. I'll relate that story. It's quite funny, but I don't want to do it now.
Right.
Yeah, well done, guys. Grade 10, grade 11, I think we might see him back here next year. Actually, Matt, this is your second year, right? Yeah. Matt had the Timeo. Do you remember that little app that they would get sponsorship if you hit snooze? Yeah, second venture. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, we're ahead of time. Well, we just have to set up a little bit here with these guys. We'll be.
Yeah.
Got two coming up. We need two mics. I'll get a mic for you, and he's going to get one. I'll have your mic once you're. And Chris will. So you give me the thumbs up when you're ready, and then also. All right. Seb, you got a mic? And then I'll give Val his mic. Can you get in? Oh, yeah. He's going to come in after. All right. Yeah, go. All right, our second to last team. We need some hype music. Here we go. Second to last team. Boop, 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 boop. The production.
Yeah, so we're Drone Movies. We're a like a film company that creates marketing videos for other companies for a pretty fair price.
Woo, woo, woo. We need the hype music there. I was like,
Yeah,
that was our
so
attempt at theater.
yeah, I'm Sebastian McDonald. I handle most of the social media aspects of our company. Also, like I get connections, like I find like the connections to other companies and try to get them to use us to make films for them.
So I'm Valentin Reiner, and as you can tell, I'm from Germany. And so I'm focusing more on the filming aspect and the editing aspect of our company.
So yeah, one of the big problems that we feel like that companies face is that they've got a hard time like standing out from competition. So what we do is we make a marketing video for them for a fair price. that they can use on their social media platforms or website.
And the second problem what we're facing or what we saw is even there are some companies out there who making videos, but they are way too expensive for companies with a smaller budget.
So what we offer is we've got the standard drone film, which is 400 Canadian dollars. So that is like our basic drone film. Like we like it's about a minute long video, flies, get some nice shots. And we also have like the additional charges, which is like if the company's located in Vancouver, like for gas money just to get there.
So we have some experience with that. So we made a few of those, and we have also a custom-made film, and that starts with 800 Canadian dollars up to 1,200 Canadian dollars. That includes we were writing a script, we're coming with more equipment, cameras, making interviews, and that's up to 1 to 2 minutes. And yeah, it's bigger. All right.
So yeah, these are some of the videos that we've made.
So we just show a few sequences. We don't have enough time to show a full film. So just that you can see what we made already. That was for a company in Germany, for example, construction works. And the story behind that, I made one movie for them, and the boss saw the movie on the website and said, "Wow, that's so good," and he ordered 6 more. So we made that also. Those are just a few scenes what we made. That's a school movie what we made too. Just 2 scenes.
Yeah, we also just recently made a video for a local winery here, the Vibrant Vine. It'll be coming up right here.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few scenes that you get the idea. All right. So that's a drone what we use. So we got the Mavic Mini down here. That's a smaller drone. Just for safety reasons, we used not the big one. And that's a Mavic
Nobody
Pro.
wanted a haircut, so we gave it a small one.
Exactly. That's the reason. So we use a Mavic Pro professional drone. Pretty good. Just want to show that.
So yeah, this is just like a little estimate of the money we'd be making. So what I'm projecting is that we'd be making about 3 videos maybe in the first 3 months, and that would be $1,200. And after that, companies will recognize us a bit more. More companies will use us, and the next 3 months we'd make 3 more videos, so 6 videos in total.
Maybe what will be interesting to say here is also we sold already a bunch of movies and made 6,000 Canadian dollars in total already. And let's go ahead.
So yeah, we contribute to 4 of the UN Sustainable Goals. We've got the Goal 8, decent work and economic growth, because we help companies like with their growth. Yeah. So
12, responsible consumption and production. So we charge our drones with electricity, sustainable
forms, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With a sustainable form of electricity.
And also goal 13, climate action. We actually donate 10% of all of our profits to fight climate change.
And goal number 17, we are willing to give this.
Yeah, like
sorry,
yeah. Okay, yeah. So goal 17, partnership for the goals. We're motivated to give discounts to companies that contribute to the sustainable goals. So we give them the videos for them for cheaper. And yeah, this is our how we promote and market ourselves. We've got our Instagram account, which is our Instagram account's actually got 400 plus followers already. And we also get attention from word of mouth.
So we also have an YouTube channel and a website. Important today, yeah. So competition. We have some competition. For example, the Film Factory here in downtown in Kelowna. The thing with that, they have drones, they make all stuff like that, but they're too expensive for companies with a smaller budget, and that's our niche, what we have. We have also some other companies, marketing companies, and basically what they do the whole marketing process of a company, and they started also to use drones and make videos for them. The only thing with that, they charge monthly. So that's our niche. Yeah.
So our current situation that we're in right now is that we're still looking for more customers, and we're also trying to grow our network. Thank you for listening.
Thanks.
And yeah, we can take questions.
Yeah.
Woo!
So we are open for questions. Any kind of? Yeah. Our target group?
Yeah, so our target group, we're looking more like to places like with bigger like locations like golf courses, wineries, like place like with real estate.
Real estate is actually also it's a great market also. And what I also did in Germany is make picture of houses for that's also a great way to show on the website, or look at that house we wanted to sell, and from the air it always looks good. Yeah. Will be yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, for now it is a part-time thing, but I would like to make it bigger.
I mean, so so I can talk about that. So we just made our graduation, so we didn't have too much time. We worked on the holidays or weekends, and that's the reason why we needed a little bit. I think all of the movies maybe a few months. I'm not quite sure, but maybe around 6 months, something about that, half a year. Yeah, but if you do it full time, you should make more money, obviously. All right.
Is it possible for you to train up new pilots and new editors so that you could go to school and have a little like franchise?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So Sebastian, he has a drone now too, and when we made the wine movie, like the winery movie, I showed him some tricks how to film, what are good angles, and yeah, we can do that. And it's also important to get more people, obviously, to make more movies in a shorter time.
And just to confirm, you're looking to be what we call like a market disruptor, right? That you come in at a lower price because you're flat, you're small, you don't have big overhead, right?
Exactly. At the moment, we can do that, obviously, and we should do that to grow. But later, we showed also custom-made movies. We should grow into that, into the professional filmmaking, because you can make easily up to later in the future, $5,000 to $10,000 per movie, and that's what film professional movie companies, filmmaker companies are charging, for example, and that's what we wanted to grow in.
Yeah, I think it makes good sense. I mean, our business hires like the Film Factory as an example, like for some of our stuff, and it's great. It's like really high quality stuff. But I can imagine, a smaller company or a business or someone selling a home to have something a little bit low cost. Doesn't need to be like all the sizzle, just something simple.
Exactly.
Makes good sense.
Yeah.
I like that you focused on that.
I have a question actually. You know the Film Factory, right? Yeah, exactly. Some of them, I think one of you using them actually in one of your companies. Right? Yeah, High Street, is it right? Is it right? Yeah, we saw that. We were watching. Of course, we researched a little bit about the competition, and we saw you, and was like, oh yeah, okay, that's where we wanted to go. Where we want to go in, maybe get bigger even. And yeah, they made a really good video actually, by the way. It's nice on the website. Yeah. Okay.
Any more questions? Well done, Drone Movies 2020. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Show your shirts off. That logo is pretty hot, guys. I like those. I like those shirts.
Yeah, they're good. So if someone sees us,
fantastic.
Working on something, they easily see. Oh yeah, those two are from Drone Movies.
Okay, we're going to let the judges do their thing, and we are going to try launching Zoom.
Where should we put the mics?
just enter full screen for a second. So, yeah, she's got to come in. Okay. We're live on Zoom if you.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we are waiting for our very first Zoom participant to arrive from Mexico. So as good microphone people do, MCs do, I'm going to tell you a story to kill time. So now that we've seen both drone movies and PC Bang, PC Builders, those fine young gentlemen had their first customer, which happened to be Seb, his brother. And Seb knew that they were in the competition together, and he's like, "Yeah, you can do a video of me and a testimonial tomorrow." There's a little bit of brotherly competition going on there, but yeah, they're sharp kids and they're working together. So yeah, we have 2 international students in this last one, and there she is. She's waiting. We're gonna try and do this from Mexico. Let her in. Hey, we'll see if the audio works. We got enough mics in this place.
That's cool.
All right, we see you. We tested this. She's sidewards.
Hello.
All right,
Can you
Mariana.
hear me through the
Can
mic?
you hear us?
There we go.
Awesome. Okay, now I go down.
So you're Mariana, so yours also.
How to do this? It's like we've been Zooming for like so many years. Okay, I get rid of participants. There we go. Then I go we had this tight. There she is. Exit full screen. That's what we want. Boom. No.
No, it's you.
You do it. I got the experts in here. Why are they? I don't get paid for AV stuff. Okay. But now we need to see their slides. So you have to, I think, press escape so it goes smaller. Exit full screen. No, well, we could do that. You could share. There we go. And then hit photo leaf, the one on the right. Boom. The new reality. Zooming is happening from Mexico. Big clap for the AV group. Thank you. All right. Last but not least, we have an amazing team here from RSS. And we have one from Mexico. I think that's perfect. Mariana, can you test your mic? Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Awesome. Take it away, Photo Leaf.
Good night. Raise your hand if you ever treasure your photos. They're like memories. They bring feelings and they're very special. Photos were always part of my life. I love photography, so I feel like creating something with it, it's so nice and brings me nice memories. My name is Maria. I'm from Brazil. And next is Mariana.
I'm from Mexico, and my name is Mariana, and I'm really happy to be here. Well, be here.
And my name is Logan, and I'm from Kelowna, and I'm really happy to be part of this group after, well, dropping my phone and losing lots of my treasured memories due to the fact that I couldn't get them back and didn't have any of my photos backed up.
That's why we created Photo Leaf, so you can have your memories forever with you and in your house every month.
So the mainly way we promote ourselves is through Instagram and YouTube. So we have a channel where we uploaded our video, and yeah, you can check us out over there.
That's our video for Igen Challenge.
And then what our sort of business mottos are, is our vision. We try to become a good company known within BC and trying to be known within Canada. Our missions are to be very customer oriented as well as provide high quality photos. And our values are integrity, customer focus, and teamwork. We want to have a good team environment within our business.
Our target market are mostly young adults between 13 and 30 years, mostly Canadians, all genders, but mostly female. We're looking for people who like to travel, take lots of pictures, and like their things organized.
So earlier this year, when sort of we were still in class, we put out a survey to our school and just even other kids from other schools. And these were our results. And after clearly seeing this, you can see there is a need for people to have their photos printed out and have them around their house as memories or just as photos, as you'd see on a wall or anything like that.
This is Mariana.
Chose to use. Yeah.
Mariana.
Yeah. We used. Yeah, we chose these animals because we thought this represents Canada, so that's why we chose this. And you can choose how many pictures you want. So yeah.
So those products would look like this. They come to your house in those bags, and you choose how many you want per month. So you just subscribe, and it's pretty easy.
The packaging. So as of right now, this is sort of what our packaging looks like from the door-to-door basis. We would also sell things like.
We also offer more boxes. So we will make those boxes with recycled materials as well. And it's a great way to keep your pictures safe
and organized. That will be our ad. We would be advertising mainly in Instagram, Facebook page, and other platforms.
The Igen challenge. These are the 3 Igen challenges that we feel that we fit the best.
So responsible conception and production.
Industry, infrastructure, and innovation. And then for the last one, it was, oh shoot, I can't. Decent work and economic growth, which means we're just growing the economy within our business.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. If you have more questions, you can ask us now. And that's our Trellis page, our Instagram page, and email and YouTube channel.
Well done.
No, as of right now, we don't have any sales or anything like that.
We were predicting for the first year, if we had like 250 customers subscribing, and we would be making $14,000 per year, which I know is not a lot, but for the first year, it's a beginning, and yeah.
Experience and how that may be, what's your differentiation from others?
So like as of right now, we're also like basically, so you go online, upload your phone, go up at your door. So we're trying to just get a website up and running. That way, once we get customers and them seeing sort of what we do, to make it so very basic for them to, instead of having to go to a store or anything like that to get their photos printed out, they just select whichever ones they do or whichever ones they'd like, and then they get shipped to their house within however many days in nice packaging. And
they can also like upload from their Facebook page or their Instagram. So like the photos that you post in that month will come to you in your house. So you can
and we also like focus more on young people.
Great. Two comments. So one, I love the Canadiana sales, packages or tiers that you have. I think that was novel, but it resonates obviously for some of your market. And then the other comment I might have is more of a suggestion in the evaluation of your target market. So you talk about ages and genders and Canadian geography. Maybe have another look at that and drill down specifically what pain point are you solving for what portion of the market, and start small.
Thank you.
This is a subscription, from what I can understand from your presentation. It's a subscription service. So how do you get people to actually input what photos they want every month? Is it like, how does that interaction with the customer happen?
So that's where the website would come in, and they would basically every month select whichever photos they've taken over that month. So if you went down and did a trip to New York or Italy or something like that and took a bunch of photos, you can go to our website, select whichever ones you like the most, and then that's how they'll show up to your door within the next week.
The customers are going to be free to choose which way they want each month. So within that month, they want from Instagram, or if they want us to pick their pictures. So for example, they give us 100 pictures and we choose for them if the 10 of that's going to be in their package. So it's going to be like a surprise. So they are free to choose, however, like we're going to have options for them.
Or is it just they don't get that package delivered that month?
They're gonna get delivered if they have already some pictures in our album in the gallery. We will choose them and send as a, yeah.
Sorry, I got older eyes, so it's hard to read. What is, how do you guys base your costs? What did you base it on?
We base it off of, well, as of that sheet right there, tried to make 50% off of what the costs were by selling our photos. So yeah, we tried to double our rent, whatever we spent, and get that back in selling the product.
The cost of production would be around 40% of what we are making, and then 60% would be divided by us three.
Okay. Mariana, anything else you want to say from Mexico?
Not really. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for being here. Yes, gracias. That is us. Thank you so much, Photoleaf. Well done. Awesome. So we'll let you guys disassemble. Do we want to assemble outside or do we want to just kick everyone else out? Let's go outside. We'll go
and
outside.
if you would like to buy one of our packages.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. All right. So those people watching on live stream, we are going to deliberate and be back with our top 5 in 5 to 10 minutes. I think we can do this pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay. So stay tuned if you're on live stream, and then the results that if you want to go to bed or go on, we're going to post it on the Igen website. Thank you so much. Well done, guys. All right, welcome back for those streaming online, for people that have stuck with us or joined after, and there's probably teams that are really interested. So I'll just do a few comments. No,
I'm going to do the
you do the comments, but I just want to say that in this year with all these new realities, the judges had some feedback and that this are some of the best teams they've ever seen in pretty.
Wait, what am I going to say? If you keep
Okay,
saying
I'll
all
stop. All right.
So I'd just like to, first of all, thank the whole careers team for putting on Igen again. I think this is one of the most important things we do in our district because, as we know in our region, for example, over 90% of the work that's done here is done in small businesses or by entrepreneurial companies. And so our companies that started as startups and have grown and then been bought out by larger companies. So we really are an innovative region. And we're becoming known for that. And so we have to reflect that in the work we do in our school district. And this is one of the most important projects that we do. And so I'd like to thank the whole team for that. I'd like to thank our media team, Chris and everybody as well. It's always a pleasure to be a judge because I learn from our expert judges. I'm actually not the expert judge. I'm more looking at the presentation and seeing if there's any businesses that really could help support the school district. It's a little different look at things than our experts who actually do this work all the time. So I'd like to thank our judges for coming out and sharing your expertise and your mentorship going forward, because I know that happens all the time. And Mike, I set a goal for you. When I came to the district, I said, I want 200 kids doing Igen. At that time, it was called a name we can't say because it's
some CBC show.
A CBC show. And we've had some of our contestants here go there and get deals, which is pretty cool. And this isn't really the same thing. We're not making a pitch in a sense, although some of our competitors today did make a pitch, but they are trying to sell an idea. And that's the beginning of this process. And when you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to get investment, you are really trying to sell an idea. And you're trying to disrupt something, solve a problem, find a market. Is it scalable? And I learn some new lingo every time I sit with the judges. So I'm always quite impressed. So that I'm a learner when we're doing this as well. But you hit 200 people. We made it a district-wide project, and I'd like to give a big round of applause for Mike for that work and for his team. Okay. It's nice when I set a goal and you achieve it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right. It's called targets. So that's really great.
Great.
So I'm going to turn this over right now. All of the groups were outstanding. I'm just blown away. I mean, as a young person, I was not thinking in this way at all. I listened to some of them and I think, I heard that from an NBA person that we were interviewing for one of our business official jobs. And this is somebody in grade 11 or 10 speaking to our community, talking about how they're going to create a market and a niche, how they're going to disrupt and how they're going to generate revenue. Those things are just phenomenal to me that we have young people thinking like that today. And that's critical, I think, for a civil society, democratic society, and also for a strong economy. And so I'm very pleased that we're a part of that project. So without further ado, Michael, now
drum roll.
Can have it and do the drum roll and announce our co-5 winners. It was so good. We had to pick 5 winners. They're just outstanding.
So I know as soon as I announce this, you guys are going to shut off. So I'm going to say a few things. I really am proud of all the students. And I want to thank the teachers. So Kathleen Roxborough, Tyler Jensen, Corey Weimkin, Hannah Duffy, Caitlin McKay, and Scotty McAmoyle up at Rutland Middle. The COVID team, the career team. You guys had my back the whole time, and the media team. So it's a teamwork effort. And like I said before, these were some of the top businesses we've seen in these really challenging times. And I didn't do the math, but there was like $40,000 in sales kind of thing. There's $6,000 from the drone movie, and Nature's Nipples had $84. And, JD Naturals won't give us his number. He's so good at that. He won't actually tell you, but there's some real economic drivers that have happened, and that's amazing. All right, let's do this. This is like what are those shows, The Voice, when it's like they say the thing and then the curtain drops. Let's do this. All right, our top 5, drum roll. All Track. Give it up for All Track. Woo! Drone movies. I'm doing them in alphabetical order. GPS Speed, JD Naturals, and Nature's Nibbles. Get your dog treats while you can. All right, thank you so much, guys. It was a long haul, and you guys did awesome. We are super proud of this program, and it will be back next year in person, hopefully. Signing off. Thank you so much. Check. If you won, check your Trellis account, because that's where the money's going.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, boy.